Von Fry, legendary badass, not shy, telling you how it is, Von Fry will die.
Going into the Tallgrass Film Festival this year, I thought I had already seen the best documentary, Far Out Is Not Far Enough, the Tommy Unger story. But then, you know what? The director was right. It is 10 minutes too long, and maybe we dwell on this one subject a little longer than we need to. The old guy's running out of steam. But there is a movie with a lot of subjects being interviewed. It has strong punchlines where they're needed, great solid production value, and a lot of familiar faces. And I saw it when I was projecting it. It was already submitted to the festival, accepted, and I caught it during the festival, and that movie is Shoals. Now, for those of you who don't know, and I actually just learned this during the festival, Shoals is a town in Alabama that is alluded to in a Leonard Skinner song. You know, I'd heard the lyrics for Shoals has got the swampers, and I just didn't even give it really thought. Turns out that's the name of the in-studio band at this little studio, later two of them, where these guys are recording tracks for famous artists, like Aretha Franklin comes in. They're playing the instruments for her songs and stuff. Really memorable music that everybody likes. It doesn't matter the genre you care for, you're going to see somebody you recognize, be it Alicia Keys, Bono, Mick Jagger, Keith Richards, the list goes on and on. Lots of great high energy interviews. There's a number of jokes. Black guys calling up going, man, I gotta play with these brothers. And like, well, we're sorry, but they're rather pale. Then you see the guys walking down the street and everybody's laughing their ass off. These guys just look like a bunch of white guys who work at a grocery store is what somebody says. Guy owning the studio says that, oh, this British band came in for some tracks, Rolling Stones. These guys were great. They didn't do any drugs or drink or anything. Then it cuts to Keith Richards. He's just going like, well, it depends on your scale. And I'm like, dude, you could just cut to Keith Richards, and that's a joke in of itself. But I'm telling you, that was the strongest laugh anybody in the festival got, and it was in a documentary. Shoals is compelling. There's a rift between the producer and the swampers playing the instruments. We have a rivalry brewing between the small town studio and the big guys down the block in New York City. This film is everything you could ask for in a music documentary.
Do 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 do.